Big Bear's been on the bucket list for a few years now, and last year I got to go. Unfortunately, the only thing I was able to ride was this one green trail that I could actually push my bike up to. It had a lightning hold and it was going to last somewhere until 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so we actually ended up going back down the mountain to Snow Valley, and I was able to meet up with Chris and Jim and the rest of the SoCal crew. Apparently the weather patterns are a lot different between Big Bear and Snow Valley, so this is where these guys end up riding every Sunday. I really liked the park. It was a lot different soil than I've ever ridden in. It was kind of a chalky, sort of white, it's kind of loose over hard, but it was very unique and it took a little bit for me to get used to, but I ended up having a great day. It was great riding with the gang. I still didn't feel like I was able to say I had ridden at Big Bear, so I hope to go back one day. So I was lucky enough to be able to go back out to California this summer, and my buddy Jojo picked me up from the airport, and we had kind of arranged this deal. I would go freediving with him one day, and I'd take him to his first bike park. All right, we're out here getting ready for an expedition. We got a quarter of a kayak, some fins, and it's all just an experiment.
All just an experiment.
To see who can not look like a sea lion or porpoise or whatever.
I would pack up, call the guy and say how long you have to take to put them on. And getting geared up. We're knocking some rust off today. Already ready to go.
I got the shark.
That's shark snot.
Shark snot.
That's to help put on my wetsuit.
GoPro, stop recording. Joe and I have done a lot of freediving down in the Keys. Though when we pulled up to the beach and he showed me this rock outcropping that we'd be swimming out to with his quarter-length kayak, I was a little intimidated to say the least. But once we got in the water and started swimming around, my nerves began to calm, and I just really enjoyed the beauty of where we were. Though I did expect to see some sort of big great white maybe take one of us out at any particular moment, but this was the deal. I would go freediving with him one day, and he'd go to the bike park with me the next day. One of my favorite parts about this trip was simply hanging out in the backyard. Joe and Gina have basically built a small resort behind their house, and I can't thank them enough for their hospitality and letting me just stay and relax. Okay, Redemption, Big Bear 2023. The weather's good. Jim, Chris, and the rest of the SoCal crew was here. I'd gotten Joe fixed up with a rental bike. We'd gotten suited up. Everything was good to go. I ended up not bringing the GoPro for the first couple of laps. I figured we'd wait until later in the afternoon. So it was time to get after it. Big Bear. Sean brought the weather.
Not recently.
29 and I find myself wondering what did happen to the last 10. I ran away with my life, fast forward, never turn back again. It's kind of funny that the more we pass time, the more we need to set the rewind. And 19 was the year I had to leave you, but now I'm seeing all the signs. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours again. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 give something from nothing. I sit here looking for an answer. Maybe the biggest question was in the last chapter. You gave me the soul I have today. Without you I never could have moved away. But now I see what you teach. I do believe I always should have stayed. Yeah. Is this really
So this day did not go exactly as planned. So let me kind of start from the beginning when we were picking up the rental bikes. So there were a couple of young guys that were really nice that were helping us with our bikes, and he offered me some elbow pads. So I was going to be heading to a race right after this trip, and so my whole plan for the day was to kind of take it easy. And even though I'm sitting here looking at Chris, he's wearing a Hawaiian shirt and some jorts. I still have downhill pants on. I've got my knee pads on, and I didn't take the elbow pads, however. And this soil is very different. It's a very loose and kind of deep type of, I don't know if you call it sand or what it is, but I ended up sliding out on either the first, the second lap with just a stupid little thing where I was following somebody, and I slid out and I ended up gashing my elbow really bad. And so I had the jitters for pretty much the rest of the day. They were also very long runs, and I just, Joe did great. I was really impressed with the fact that, to go, to not even really be like a mountain biker and to go straight to a bike park, I probably didn't have, really the right perception for him. But, he's a pretty daring dude, and we do a lot of silly stuff together over the years, and so I didn't really think too much about it, but the runs were long, and so he was pretty much done after 2 long runs, which I totally get. And so I didn't get a lot of GoPro, or I didn't get any GoPro of Joe, because I figured we'd warm up for a few laps and then I'd get the GoPro out maybe like after lunch. And so he was pretty much done. My elbow was gashed open and I was shaking, and I just really wanted to get out of here in one piece so I could make it to my last race. And I did have a fun day, but I definitely dialed it back after this particular run, which I think this is called Blue Steel. We went down, I think, all of the trails, but I just, I dialed it back. I just wanted to get out of this thing alive, and it's always a blast to ride with Lenard and Chris and Jim and the rest of these guys. It was awesome to take my childhood buddy Jojo to his first bike park. I was really proud of him. He did a good job. I look forward to going back to Big Bear again.
Yeah,
I'll try to probably ride Snow Valley as well. Hopefully we can put this trip together again next summer. Thanks for watching the video, and we'll see you on the next one.
Woo! Ride her down!
Hit that freaking rock.
Ride her down! Just make sure nobody's coming up behind us. You good?
I can hear a big boulder.
Woo!
Miracle Mile. You guys want to do
I
that?
love Jim. Jim doesn't love me.
I love everybody.
Now Leonard, on the other hand, he's a lover.
Chris said you wanted to do
Big bear.
steel to turtle.
Big bear.